is another A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
We're live on Twitch and YouTube, so if you watch podcasts, come on over, join the chat room, watch us, hang out, download videos, all that kind of stuff, because podcasts are now shows.
Our absolutely free Bad at Business Beer Fest is coming up November 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
That is a beer fest where you will receive a free sample cup and wristband. EJ, take the GD shark head off.
I support the shark head.
Do your plugs. Hurry up and get it done.
I like the shark head, but it's like that. How old is your shark head costume?
It's old as hell. I couldn't find the panda costume. I was going to bring that in today.
Okay.
But I couldn't find it. I think we have it in our store.
We'll talk about it.
He's going to get real mad.
We've got a live music. We've got the Orlando Music Syndicate coming out, and then we have the Silver Linings.
Great band.
That plays all really good 90s covers.
Yeah, and it kind of
I've been texting the singer today, actually.
Well, I mean, what are you trying to do? What do you say? Do you like me? Check yes or no.
He's coming in a couple weeks to promote the event.
Very, very cool. Thank you for doing that, man. On the couch with us for his monthly. Is it a monthly segment?
It's basically.
It's loose. I mean, sometimes he comes here as a stinker. I'll be like 6 weeks.
Come on.
And then sometimes, and then we used to do it every Tuesday.
He has his head freshly shaved, like a good.
Last night.
Looks exactly like every guard at any jail. Right?
You do look like a jail guard.
You look like a jail guard. Like that haircut.
Who wants a sea meat sandwich?
That haircut is racist jail guard.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It is very correctional facility.
Can you just give me Alabama Correctional? Give me the Alabama Correctional. On the couch with us is our very good friend EJ for his segment. Should I hit the intro?
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Alabama Racist Correctional Nerd Jock.
Nerds.
You don't know what you've gotten yourselves into here, boy.
Nerds.
I'm a racist correctional guard.
Nerd. Jock. Nerd.
It's Nerd Jock with EJ. How you doing, EJ?
Good. I just know one thing for sure. Tom can't do my taxes like Andy Dufresne.
Got you there. Wow. That's too early.
That's a deep cut.
Too early for a body slam.
Shawshank Redemption callback from years ago.
I can crawl through a mile of doo-doo pipe.
I think he already did.
Yeah, you can.
That was like
I can do that.
03 to what?
And EJ's food do that every time he eats.
So let's just get it over with. Me, Daniel, EJ, and a bunch of BDMs have been in this. It's called a Guillotine Fantasy Football League.
Guillotine League, yeah.
And how it works is every week someone gets eliminated from the league.
Yeah.
The lowest
Last
score,
place,
the lowest points gets eliminated. So literally,
it's the easiest league to be in. By
Yeah,
the way.
it
If
doesn't
you
take
get
that
kicked
much.
out of this league, I mean, you got to be real bad to get kicked out of this league.
there's injuries and stuff.
Injuries is what killed all of us.
So
And
literally,
not winning bids.
You just rando draft, and then you just set it and forget it.
So anyway, I take fantasy football too seriously because I listen to too much content.
You don't
and
know
I think,
which way to go.
And I also
You've
think
confused yourself with knowledge.
I can figure this game out. I know.
I see things differently.
I'm Tom Van. There it is. My own sayings. I believe it.
I'm a dreamer. I see things differently. I'm Tom Van.
And then EJ,
I warned you about picking up my guys.
Okay. Well, all I was waiting for was EJ to get kicked out because EJ, I don't know if anybody knows this, he doesn't know that much about sports.
How dare you?
We have him on, he talks sports, but I don't know, he doesn't know that much.
Oh, yeah.
I
didn't play for a high-level team.
But he thinks he does, and that's what makes me mad.
Honestly, I think he was in that world at a very high level, but I just think
it's fallen off in the past 20 years.
don't think because he gets so much wrong. You can tell he doesn't care about the sports.
No.
He really only cares about the nerd.
Yeah,
he doesn't go live at midnight, watching sports. He goes live at midnight playing Pokémon in the streets of Orlando.
Oh, no. On Monday, I was playing Pokemon and watching football at the same time.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
nobody that really likes football watches Pokemon at the same time.
It's like at one point in time, Richard Simmons knew about exercise, but at the end, he didn't. I mean, he
Oh, at
still
the end-
believed.
Imprisoned by his housekeeper.
Imagine how
He
fun
still
it,
believed carbs are good for you. He's like
imagine
anti-fat.
how fun it would have been to be his housekeeper and just gaslight him, set his hair on fire, whack his feet with some dowel rods or something, withhold his food.
So anyway, last week,
I got chopped.
EJ gets cut. And
Yeah.
now, by the way, his excuse for getting cut was
I couldn't win a bid.
I couldn't
You guys were overbidding on stuff. Like,
Well, we won
they
the
went
bid.
$500
Yeah, that's how you
on
win bid.
Amon Ra.
that's part of the game.
That's
It's
how you win a bid.
It's like
Yeah,
Tiger
that's
Woods.
like my dad saying, I'm not paying $35
You guys
for
are
a
being
pair of
ridiculous
Nikes.
with your bids, and I couldn't handle it. I
Who's
was like,
still
you're
in?
killing
Who's
me.
still in? I mean, you can be ridiculous
Yeah.
with bids, or you can still be in the game. Who's still in the
That
game?
is true.
Tiger
All right.
Woods saying, I didn't win. I couldn't get the ball in the hole. That's the game.
I knew when I drafted week 6 was going to be my worst week because I had a lot of players that had buys on week 6.
I
That's what
couldn't-
killed me.
Well,
I
you should have
couldn't-
organized your buys.
I know,
That's
it was a really
amateur
bad
hour.
idea.
I
Yeah.
couldn't win because I'm not good at the game. We know.
Yeah, this game isn't fair because I'm not good at it. That's not fair.
So he's bitching about he couldn't win it. He's out, and I was so relieved. I'm like, yes. And then
Well, the inverse of that is I bitch
Yeah.
that I never won a bid, and I overbid. I overbid more
Yeah.
than anybody. I'm out of money. I don't have any fab.
I
My
had
money's
$1,000 when I got booted.
I think I spent like
didn't spend any
$300.
money.
that's the worst player. You wasted all your money.
No, I had all my money still. I didn't bid anything.
That's
Well,
the
that's why
biggest
you
waste.
lost.
I know,
That's why
I
you lost.
wasted. I know.
Yeah.
When you die with all your money, it's worse than if you spent it all.
No, I'd rather leave it to my
At
kids.
least you enjoyed it.
That's true.
that is true.
That's true.
Anyway.
Except Ayuk. I spent a lot for Ayuk.
Oh,
He's
he's
gone.
done.
I think he was a 285. I think I
Oh.
spent 285 on him. He was the rest of my nut.
So anyway,
That's all my money.
I was so happy EJ lost, and then I looked at his players, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy all his players because that's the
The vulture just picking my bones.
well, it's yeah, and it's the biggest insult when you lose, and then your greatest enemy buys all of
Yeah.
your
Oh,
assets.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
You know what
wins
that's
with
called?
them. And
You know
then
what
wins
that's
with
called?
them,
That's
yeah.
the Vince McMahon.
yeah.
That's when you come in and you're like,
I thought it was the other thing.
WCW, we acquired WCW today, and if you'll excuse me, I gotta go number 2.
yeah. So when you buy the other business and you burn it down.
Yeah. I've always
Just
wanted to do
respect.
that.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
grandfather, Papa, he did that. This lady wasn't going to pay full price for these Levelor blinds, so he took them in the back and he chopped them with an axe and set them on fire.
So I believe I bought Mostert,
Mike Evans, Mostert,
and Mike Evans was
and
really,
Chase Brown.
and Chase Brown, running back for the Bengals.
McAfee used to chase Brown.
And so, but I really wanted Evans. Now he had this hamstring issue that got him out of the game last
Yeah.
week.
Yep.
But they didn't even put him on any
Injury
sort
report.
of
Yeah,
injury
but he
report.
always plays. He's Mike Evans.
He's Mike Evans.
He's Mike Evans.
He is a tank. He got the most 1,000-yard game
He's
or
a Hall of
seasons.
Fame. He's guaranteed
Yeah.
first ballot.
He's
Boom.
Literally known for not getting injured
Tough.
and,
Yeah, he usually
and playing
stays
every
healthy,
game.
yeah.
You know.
He's not Chris Godwin.
So
Why'd you read that? That's sad too.
That was bad.
Look, I'm not anti-Tampa just because I'm supposed to hate them because I'm a Falcons.
No, it was just a lot of injuries. That was one of my segments. I was going to talk about how many injuries there were this week. There are so many this week.
So I had a rough week.
Yeah.
I had Jaden Daniels. He got knocked
Done.
out. And then I had Williams from Detroit
Yes.
who got
drug tested.
Yeah.
drug tested and out before the game.
2 games, 4 games.
I was like, what? Because I was like, I usually keep up with this.
part?
There's
Yeah.
there's no little letter, red letter. Anyway, so I was on the chopping block. So all I needed is Mike Evans, who I
4
stole
catches.
from EJ's dead body.
45
He just
yards.
pried it right out of his head.
2 touchdowns. One touchdown.
I
is all he
needed 14 points,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which he was projected to get that.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I just needed to hit his projection.
And he usually hits his projections every single time.
Which
too.
I was confident about
After he
because
caught that first stumble bumble, I messaged you, which I
okay,
shouldn't have done that.
well, the Baltimore has a bad pass defense, good run defense. So I'm like, they're gonna pass this thing. So sure enough, I wasn't even watching. I was like getting ready to watch. I got out of the shower. But if you are a gambling addict or really into fantasy football,
you'll cut your masturbation short to watch the TV.
all of
He
a sudden,
will.
my phone's blowing up, and I knew I was like, either Mike Evans didn't start,
Oh my God.
or
You gotta get that
or
lightning.
he immediately scored.
Trying to get that late game. The Chargers and Cardinals.
Kevin Boy Matt's also in our league. I picked up and I see a message from Matt,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Whoa, buddy!" And then I knew
saw that
I was
too.
like, I turned on it's 7-0 Bucks, and then Mike Evans
scored the
Yeah, and then
touchdown.
I
touchdown.
texted you because I thought I was like after I saw him catch, I'm like, "Oh, you're good, you're good.
Boom,
Well, you'll
shaka.
live another week."
It is 2 minutes into the first quarter, like 5 minutes in the first quarter. Whatever.
It was a good drive, and
Yeah.
I love watching. I like Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield,
I like
watching
Baker Mayfield. Man.
Did you watch his undercover boss thing that
I
he
did. It's funny.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like him.
Usually I hate those things, but I kind of liked it.
So how Guillotine works is you see everybody's points, and the person with the next lowest points has no more players.
Lifeline.
And he's only 3 points away from me. So Mike Evans scored a touchdown. I'm like, I just need 3 more points.
One
And Mike
catch
Evans-
from 20 yards. That's all he needs.
3 more points. Literally.
Well, you were sitting
I
on
was
it because
talking
he
ass.
was catching balls.
I was telling my
Evans was
sons-
catching balls.
He was
he
getting
got
targeted, yeah.
He got like 3 targets, and then he got that touchdown. So I think you were 3 points away.
I was already looking at that team's players to see who I was
who
going
you
to see.
take.
Because I like to do it to everybody. I'm like, I'm going to take this guy. I think his name is 159ers, you know. I'm like, I'm going to steal this beat. I'm getting to jump on the message board, talk some ass, you know, bully EJ. Because EJ was like, you took my cursed players. You're going to be cursed now. I'm
He
like,
did say that.
screw
He
you.
did say that. And then,
Don't take my players.
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna be
you
cursed.
also realize
It's
that.
Jonathan Taylor.
Now, what did I just say earlier? I said that he's not so much in the sport aspect, but he is in the nerd aspect. And this dude put a damn Dungeons and Dragons on you. He put the damn wizard. He put a wizardry on you.
So then Baker Mayfield drops back. He's pretty good, by the way.
Yeah.
And then Mike Evans breaks loose, right? DB's behind him, and Baker Mayfield floats a perfect pass in the end zone.
It's
I'm like,
good.
touchdown number 2 is
was
gonna
it.
happen.
That was it.
It's happening, baby.
Yeah.
It's the second quarter. I'm gonna talk so much ass.
I
I'm
think
gonna
it was
bully
right.
EJ
Honestly,
tomorrow.
EJ, I think it was right after I texted him too. Like I was after that because I
Yeah.
texted you, and then immediately he.
His hands, he caught the ball.
caught the ball.
And then his hamstring, he's like, oh, and he let it go.
He did.
He let the ball go.
It was Kevin with the chili on the offense.
Bring it down, Mike. He had it in his
He did
hands.
have it.
That
In
was going to put you in the
stride.
And
lead.
EJ, remember I had just fired off a text to him, so I was just like, it was one of those where I remembered
recall the
I remembered how bad I felt when he texted me. You got this in the
28
bag,
to 3.
28-3, Atlanta Falcons, and I'm like, I put my phone down. Andrea goes, "What's wrong?" I go, "Evans is
it's gonna
gone.
be
That's
bad."
it." I go, "He's out."
Literally,
He's out.
the slow motion is him catching the ball.
How
He
many times
smiles.
did they replay it?
He smiles on slow motion. He caught the ball, and then all of a sudden you see him land, and he's like, "Oh!" He heard it, and then he just lets the ball go. Bring it down,
And
Mike.
then they kept replaying it.
I don't care if your career's over. I needed that touchdown to survive the guillotine. If he hits that touchdown, if he just brings it in,
Yeah.
then who cares about the next week? I
know.
survived this one more week. That's how guillotine
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
Whenever I drop, I'm talking mad ass to EJ.
Some would say he has a problem, right? Look
Yeah.
at him. Oh my
Listen,
God.
I was not this mad when I got eliminated.
Listen, a legend catches that ball. That's all I'm saying.
Well, Mike
he-
Evans is never coming to this
he-
podcast.
he
Say
ever.
no Hall of Fame.
He,
Say no Hall of
he
Fame.
catches that ball, then
No
he goes
gold
out.
jacket for
right?
you, buddy.
No Hall of Fame. You're out. You're out.
A,
No
leg-
bust for you, dude.
a legend plays till he gets Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Like
that's
Tua?
what legends
Yeah, yeah,
do.
that's what
Wear
Tua
a
said.
Guardian helmet.
Yeah, they asked Tua, "Are you going to wear a Guardian?" He's like, "They look stupid."
I like that. I never liked Tua more. I'm like, get him, Tua.
Did you? I don't want to step on anything.
That's
you're,
definitely go keep going.
but like, did you guys see? It was last week, and you weren't in here, but
Yeah.
they did do a, and this is just an aside. They did do a poll. The NFL Players Association did a poll with players about Guardian caps and would you wear it? And I think it was in the 70s. I don't know the exact
like
number. You can
70%
look it
said
up.
no
but it was
way.
70% said no, and then they asked why. And the number one reason,
Dumb.
number one. It looks stupid.
Yep.
That's it. There's your answer.
Well,
That's your answer.
And I
so
agree.
I say.
Did you watch
So I
Manning
do
Cast?
believe
They
let
talked
them
about
play.
it.
You got to just let them play. Let them play. You let them play.
Of course.
Sign
Yeah.
the contracts. It's in the contract.
They know what they're doing.
If you go straight Muhammad Ali, that's on you. throw the ball.
I'm
Go.
not walking up on my roof when the roofers are putting down the tar and be like, this stuff is bad for you.
Yeah, these guys don't have their guardian caps on.
They've
know,
already dealt with it.
Yeah, they know what's bad for them, or maybe not. Listen, that's their business.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It was funny that they said they hate the look of it, but
Yeah,
I
it
guess that's just
Well, Ed Reed was on Manningcast, and he was talking about it. He's like, it doesn't help you because it's on top of your head, and like most of the time they was talking about boxers and how they get hit
like
Oh,
in the chin. Yeah, another
and
thing.
you need to be more protected this area, and the concussion's going to happen no matter what.
Yeah,
most of the time.
I guess the second answer in that NFL Players Association poll was the secondary answer was that it's too bulky.
Yeah.
Which I've never
It weighs you
worn
down, yeah.
one. I've
A
only
little bit.
worn a football helmet like one time or something. Like it's not a thing that. I
Oh,
would
it's pretty
imagine that
heavy.
even learning to do the amazing things that they do in just a simple football helmet is difficult.
yeah. But I think mainly it looks stupid.
That's all.
Yeah, it is. No, it was. It was
It's
true.
a bunch of tough guys too. Think about it.
All right,
Yeah.
what do you got? What do you got?
Well,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I had to get a whole new notebook because I filled out the last one. I have to give that.
What'd you
to
fill it
guys.
up with? It couldn't
With
have been
nerd jock stuff.
Oh,
I'll give it to
okay.
you guys for like history or whatever.
Okay.
Maybe you give it on your
Yeah, we'll just put it in the trash.
BDM. BDM
That's
appreciation.
fine.
thing.
It's
Nobody
like
wants that.
nobody wants your trash. We didn't want your video game machine. Why would we want your the ramblings of a madman?
Okay. We got to talk about the World Series.
Okay.
Dodgers and Yankees, which is our
Yeah.
Brooklyn Dodgers back in the day, and
People are excited about this.
yeah, it's
I am
Friday.
excited about
I'm
this.
kind of excited.
It's the first time that we've
Aaron
had
Judge, Shohei
a
Ohtani.
series like this since 1981. I think it's really cool. You've got your main stars. Yeah, I mean, you've
New
got
York, LA
your,
going against each other.
Yeah, you've got Freddie Freeman. You've got Shohei. You've got Aaron Judge. You've got, it's good. This is good. I think this will be really, really good. I would have personally rather seen a Subway Series because I think that's a little more rare and unique. But this is cool too. So
It happened in like 2000.
yeah, I think it's cool seeing the East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, you want to see superstars. I think it's good for baseball.
Yeah.
I think the ratings are going to be, you think,
Higher
higher
than
than,
normal. Yeah, I think so.
Because of the stars, you think?
Shoot, the tickets were like $1,000 was the cheapest one. Like $1,100, $1,200 for the cheapest ticket.
Ooh.
In New York and in LA.
two giant markets. I feel like social media has helped baseball a lot. If that makes sense, like it's just
up.
exposed
It's
more people to
up this year 6%. It's not a lot, but they are trending upwards.
Yeah.
So more people are like seeing. I think honestly, I don't think it's anything other than the changes they made in the game. They sped it up. We have big stars. Going to the ballpark's super fun. Ballparks are great. So they sped it up a little bit. If they keep making these type of progressive changes, I think it'll continue to come back.
Even small things like the Savannah Bananas.
Yeah.
That helps the marketing of baseball.
does.
Like it gets
It does.
new young people interested, and like all this stuff helps. And baseball was struggling a while ago, and it feels like they are now at least stronger than they were.
Yeah,
right?
they are.
And people were saying, "Oh, this is a dying sport because of all the too old school," and it doesn't seem like that anymore. To me.
No. It seems like people
Seems like
are,
they're projecting up, yeah.
Yeah, it's like in turn, I kind of feel like MLS because of the strangeness and the lack of like true parity. It's like slipped down a little bit. I feel like baseball's trending upwards of excitement, and I feel like MLS is trending a little downward. I don't necessarily know if Messi was really good for the league. It brought a lot of eyes, but he doesn't play all the time, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's weird.
Well,
I feel like if you're going to play, you need to play.
Americans not understanding, like they're like, why isn't he playing?
Yeah.
Because we're used to sports stars playing.
You're supposed to play.
Well, like
yeah.
Mike
With
Evans, you
that-
play.
Yeah.
You play like Mike Evans.
Score the touchdown.
Come on,
Just
Messi.
drag
Even
your
if you're
legs.
dead.
Yeah. Oh, turf. You can't do turf. Mike
Yeah.
Evans can do turf. That's all he can do.
Your brain scrambled. Get out there.
I definitely want Tua to play.
He's
Oh,
playing.
He's playing.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
playing. And my wife was so shocked. Andrea was appalled. She's like, he should have retired.
No, he's fine.
I'm like, I don't
No.
care. He's not even me. I don't even care. Do
What
whatever
else
you
is he
want
going
to
to do? He's going to be a sportscaster?
But by the
Sound
way,
like Tom Brady and
er-
being overrated and vanilla?
There could literally be nothing that's wrong with him whatsoever and no long-term effects from this whatsoever. Like people don't
Yeah.
talk about that side of
Right.
it. Like people are like, oh, he's definitely. I mean, he's gonna get Parkinson's. Like,
I mean, it would. I mean,
Junior Seau.
I
Yeah.
think
No,
like Muhammad Ali. Everybody uses that.
but also Brett Favre. Brett Favre
Oh,
got
yeah.
Parkinson's.
Oh, yeah. He did.
At least he believes this because of the 10,000 concussions or whatever.
Is that what he
Yeah,
said?
too many.
Or
Yeah.
is it
He's
the money he
1,000.
took
Yeah.
and he's like milking that?
I tried to tell my wife I had so many concussions I was texting other women, but
Well,
it didn't work.
I'm gonna try that later.
Yeah, I
His-
was texting sports reporters and like showing them my weenie.
Brett Favre's famous speech online now is like he talked to a neurologist and then he's like, oh, how many concussions? He's like, I think I had like 10 bad ones in my career, you know, whatever. And then he's like, how about 1,000? And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, every time you get, have you ever been hit and then like,
flash,
a
yeah.
flash or like stars in your eyes or whatever? And he's like, every
Delusions
time
of
I got
grandeur.
every time I got tackled,
Think you
he's
can
like,
tell the future? That happened to me a couple times.
He's like, that's a concussion. Like they're small, and so small micro concussions over years that is a problem. You know, sometimes the big ones, like a boxer gets knocked out.
You can't remember anything.
And then you know that is sometimes better than the boxer that has a strong jaw and just takes 1,000 knockouts in a
Yeah,
fight.
right,
And then it's
right.
like, well, each one of those things didn't turn
Yeah.
your brain off, but still rattled it.
yeah,
inside
cumulative
it.
instead
Anyway.
of just one.
What else you got?
The next one I got. Well, we were talking about the MLS. We're talking about the playoffs. Orlando made the playoffs this year.
Yeah, they started the season
And they
really,
had a chance to knock out Atlanta, and they didn't do it. That was the only bad
No.
thing about that Friday.
Started the season
game.
really rough and turned it around.
Turned it
and they
yeah.
look great. Yeah, they really do look good. The games have been going well. They obviously made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Had their opportunity to knock out Atlanta, didn't do it. But
Yeah.
hey, that happens.
They play Charlotte on the 27th, so that'll be good.
I mean, up and coming teams are scary.
But you're going to be in Atlanta. You're going to be in Tampa that weekend,
I
right?
am.
Yeah.
I'm going to see Atlanta. Jack and I guess Jim Colbert invited me on their
Mr. Egg's going to take you
their
guys there?
Tampa Bay Bucks bus, so I'll be the only person representing the
Do you need a
NFC
bodyguard?
South leading Atlanta Falcons.
I'll go with you if you want me to.
No, I only have one ticket.
They only gave you one ticket, so it's like
Yeah.
the Florida State Miami game
Jack,
for me.
Jack said in order to get my wife with me, they one of the fat slobs would have to cancel. So I was like, I don't want to take Bucks
Oh, why didn't
tickets
they
away
invite
from-
me?
Yeah, yeah.
You're not an Atlanta
You're not-
Falcons fan,
you
and
don't
you
care about either one of
like
those
the Tampa
teams.
Bay Buccaneers. You're a Miami Dolphin, and your team is trash.
Yeah,
Hey,
well,
Well, I
bad.
know.
Brad.
Well, two is coming back.
It'll be better with two. It will.
Yeah,
It will
it will definitely be
instantly-
better, yeah.
No, it will be instantly way better.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill will
Believe me, I
definitely
have Tyreek
go
Hill.
back up.
I
yeah.
have Tyreek Hill.
I
He's
know.
I've been losing like crazy.
Well-
Shouldn't have even drafted him.
Tampa Bay fans are going to have to worry because I don't know how serious Mike Evans' hamstring is, but Chris Godwin,
Him out too, yeah.
he's out for a while. With his
did you see
injury.
it?
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
little
It's
bad.
gruesome. I don't like
Yeah.
that. I don't like when anybody gets hurt.
It was
Man.
like Aiden Hutchins' one too.
Yeah,
Oof.
I don't like any of that. But yeah, that should be fun, and I get to make fun of Jimmy.
Which-
Hopefully the Falcons win, so the whole bus ride back, I'm like, you fat piece of crap. I'm chopping my crotch.
Is there a bathroom on the bus?
I don't. If there is, I'm taking a huge mega doo doo. I'm talking a goldfish doo doo.
Oh, yeah. Dusty
I'm
roads.
gonna doo doo in the sink. And I'm like, Jim Colbert crapped in the sink.
Look at this.
It'd be funny if you're like, I'm driving home myself. Like you drive out there
I might do that.
because the bus ride back is
It's
always
terrible.
the worst.
Oh,
it's
it's always
terrible.
bad,
It's
yeah.
terrible.
Everybody stinks.
Everybody wants to talk to
They're all
me.
drunk.
And they're drunk, yeah.
Hey, Daniel. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
Headphones.
No, I'm not
Just
like
get your
that.
headphones and ignore everybody.
Oh, that's true. I could bring headphones. Is that rude though?
Don't care.
Like you put your headphones
Do
on,
the
people are
Jay
talking
Cutler.
because some people will power through, and then you have to take them off and be like, "What?" And you have to talk to them. And then, okay, you put them back
Just
on.
do
there.
the Jay
And then they
Cutler.
tap you again. You have to what?
Yeah. But who taps on someone's shoulders like, take off your headphones and you take them off?
Our listeners. do.
They would.
Yeah.
That tree is really far away. Well, thank you. Yeah,
Those buildings over there look like boobs.
Daniel, hey Daniel, and I take them off. What'd you think of the game? I was like, it was fun. We had a great time. Okay, we put it back on. Daniel, hey, how about those hot dogs? They were big, right? Yeah, they were big. Okay. I've done this before, man. This is 30 years of this crap.
Switch it and just yell "Don't care" at everybody.
No, I can't be mean to people, man. I love people too much.
I know,
can't be
you're
mean
too
to
good
people.
about that.
you're gonna bring up the Jay Cutler.
You guys already talked about it. Next thing I got to talk about. All 32 NHL teams are playing tonight. It's called the Frozen Frenzy. All of them are playing tonight.
So you can't. So great. You put your product on and we can't watch all of it.
Yeah, no,
It's
right?
too much.
It's
Well
on
done.
ESPN, you can do on ESPN Plus and have it like 4 screens. You can watch like all the games. It's like 16 games you got to watch, and they're at different times.
So
No, I want them all at one time.
why are they doing it like
They
that?
just want to make it a day. Like they're saying that everyone's playing today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
The
these
season started on October 8th, so.
All right.
is
I
what was
don't like that
interesting.
when they do like rivalry week for college football.
Oh
I don't
yeah, then
like
you
any
can't
of
watch
that.
everything. Yeah, I don't like that when they
Yeah.
like Miami against Florida State, and then like Michigan and Ohio State going against each other. I don't like those when they do it all the same day, unless it's like each time,
Yeah, yeah.
like one at noon, one at 3, one at 7.
Can we be done with the 2 Monday Night Football games?
I don't like it either.
And I don't understand that they're doing it for the money because
Yeah.
one's ESPN.
One's West Coast, yeah.
Well, you just pick one.
Well, one's ESPN and one's ABC, so
Yeah.
they want money from both. But
Well, they're all both owned by Disney, so it doesn't matter.
it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Is it like, and I'm not even sure if that's the reason because it doesn't make any other sense. They'd play 2 back to back at the same time.
What's your favorite day of football? Monday night?
No, I like Sunday night.
Thursday night's my favorite.
Really?
I like the Amazon broadcast. Yeah, I like it. I like the technical. I like the one that you can go to that shows like the Madden,
Oh, where it shows you the stats,
the
and everything,
animations. Yeah, and I like that.
I do like that.
And then they have some dude
And
that
sometimes
looks
they'll
like
do the-
Arnold Schwarzenegger with a ponytail that comes into the corner. His name is like Steven Staskabaskabacha and like he's a big muscle Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's like, "Hey, what's up? It's me, Steven. I'm going to be with you all night explaining all of these crazy stats and everything we have here." Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I love that guy. I don't even know, but he's cool.
Next gen stats.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
gives you all the next gen. I think it's neat. Like, I really, really like it. I wish they had one where it was just football with nobody talking.
I wish they do. They usually do that when they do the back copy, which I love.
Yeah.
When they show it from behind, so you can see the coverages
Just give me
and
the
stuff like
football,
that.
and then I'll just watch
I don't
it.
like the side view. I still hate that to this day because you can't see the coverages and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Although I'm so used, that's why I never got into the Manning cast. Although it's like it was novelty for a while, but I'm just so used to traditional broadcast that's it's like comforting to me or whatever. Like the traditional
It's white noise in the background
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah. And then because usually I'm not intently watching every single play
Yeah.
because there's things going on and like
It is fun to watch.
Chris
it to
Collinsworth
see.
is wasting all that time that he did all that research for you.
Well, I like how the Mannings, especially Peyton, I enjoy him. Watching football for him does not seem. I'm sure it's fun, but like watching it when he's watching it. And I'm watching it. It's fun. When he's watching it, he'll stand up, he'll slam. Oh, they got him with the Alabama, Mississippi. He's naming all this stuff. He's like, well, they did an end around here with the perfect.
They did cover 0. He should have
and
he should have recognized
he's
it.
like,
Yeah.
that's a dime. He's like, hey, bro, you got
he's way better than Tom Brady.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my God.
I don't know
so
if that was
good.
ever even an
Like,
argument.
why is that
but-
even the question?
I'm just stating the obvious
Well,
that people may not know. But
My favorite is they made him a hologram, so you know he's in the studio during the Sunday broadcast, and it's just a green screen, so they even made him more flat.
oh yeah.
Oh.
They're bullying him on purpose. I love it.
That's failing, right? Even though they're doing the ads where, have you seen the ads where they come at us? Have you seen the new Brady ads? Okay, the new Brady ads are, they weren't saying anything, but now the new ones are, it's like a camera following him, and it's showing him in every aspect of what he's done. So it shows him
when he's in kid and when he's in college
he's
at
like
Michigan.
Being picked, he's like being picked late for Michigan, and then they show him on the Patriots, and then he's like, everybody's always thought I wasn't going to do my best, or something like that,
And
Yeah.
then
And
the
then
really
they cut
young
to him, and
version
he's
of him.
like, I've always taken it. And it's just like, it's not working. You're really bad at this.
And the young version was like, I'm going to be the best ever.
Yeah, it's not
They're
good.
like,
It
"Ugh."
doesn't work, and it comes off really try hard. It's not a good ad.
I like the photo with him with his shirt off and the Patriots. Like, where it's like he's just standing there. It looks like
Where
a
they do the
normal
draft
dad.
pick, yeah.
Yeah.
After he ran like a 5-second 40.
And then it made me laugh that they made him take his shirt off. Like, stand here with your shirt off.
That's
There was
what
a
I
black
do.
couch in the background.
That's what I do with
unathletic you are.
Any potential interns we have here, I do the same thing. I'm like, take your shirt off. All right, do a circle.
What's next, EJ?
All right, part it.
Okay, the last thing I have for the sports is NBA starts tonight. So
Yes.
the NBA starts tonight, and Bronny and his dad might be playing together, and supposedly Ken Griffey Jr. and Sr. are going to be at the game.
Have
just
you
in case
seen
it
the
happens to
stats
find-
that Bronny's been putting up, dude?
He's been doing okay.
No, he's not. He's terrible.
been the one
Actually,
game he like 17 points is
he's
high.
trash. He's straight trash.
I saw on
But it's
TikTok.
preseason.
I would hope my dad would ask me to leave the team if I were that bad.
I saw on TikTok another team's player got like they were lip reading this. Who knows what he said?
I saw this.
But they're like, "Oh, this guy said he's trash," or what? Like talking about Brawny. And it, you're gonna get that because
You are going to get that because your dad did do what we all thought he did.
because you're on a team because of your dad.
Here's where it's okay. It's okay for us to think you're trash because your dad got you on the team. It's also okay that your dad got you on the team because he is your dad. Both of them are okay.
Yeah.
Now,
you're going to do what you can for your kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's awesome about sports is you have the opportunity to shut everybody up.
Yeah, a meritocracy for sure.
You do.
And I will bet against that opportunity.
That was why I bring it up.
Ain't gonna happen.
Well,
The reason
I feel
why I
like
bring
the
it up-
shadow, it's an impossible task. The shadow's too big.
Oh, but the thing is, Rookie of the Year, he's the favorite right now.
Yeah, because
Well,
that's how
what then?
gambling
Yeah,
works.
okay, well,
because the people that gamble
That's
are
what I'm
idiots.
saying. I'm saying this is the edge you can have right here. Bet against Brawny for Rookie of the Year.
there's he won't make Rookie of the Year.
I
Believe me,
know.
because I bet everything I have on it. and then the limit's is $50. So I'll bet $50 on that.
Exactly.
But they don't
Yeah.
even let you bet that because it's a guaranteed win.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's go over the nerd
So
stuff.
just to put this in perspective for anybody else, would I do the same thing? Absolutely. I just want that to be said.
Yeah. No, of course, because even in LeBron, you have the chance to play with your son in the NBA, which is so insane.
Yeah.
To have that opportunity in life.
Frank Gore almost had the opportunity to do that.
Yeah. It was
know. I
to-
like that story better too.
Yeah,
But,
I would rather have those two be together.
Yeah, I would too.
But if Frank Gore Jr. was he a running back too? Most likely they probably wouldn't have been.
They wouldn't have been they could be in the same backfield. They could have Frank Gore as your fullback and Frank Gore Jr. as your running back.
A lot of teams probably wouldn't do that package.
Dude, running by the Gores, that's pretty cool.
That would be
They had it
kinda
all
cool, yeah.
covered.
But
That's
LeBron
neat.
James is going to play with the son on the court
Eventually,
right?
Sometime this season, they're definitely going to be on the court at the same time.
And that is just a cool life moment for him.
You have to do it. You have to do it.
Oh, yeah.
But for sure, the other players making fun of everything about it.
yeah.
You don't deserve to be here. Yeah, a lot of us say that.
Keep going, buddy.
Okay, let's go over to nerd stuff. Should we talk about? I saw this one. Goosebumps is going to do a new series on Disney Plus. Have you seen this? With David Schwimmer, he's going to be the main character in this season.
I hope he has his big purple white teeth from Friends. What happened to old Schwimmer? You know my buddy Dave.
He's doing this right now.
Looks
That's what
very
he's
much
doing.
like David Schwimmer.
So we went from Friends to Goosebumps.
Goosebumps, yeah.
All right,
Yes, friend bumps.
And it's not going to have Jack Black in it like the movies had
So
as R.L. Stein.
Jack Black was R.L. Stein.
You never saw those movies?
No.
They're not bad. My kids love them.
Okay. I
Yeah,
might
give them
have
a
to.
shot. Yeah,
Okay.
especially
I
the
could try it
first one.
with Maisie and give it a shot.
what age is this pointed at?
About your kid's age, like I would say from 8 to 12.
But isn't this
Somewhere in that range.
nostalgia, right? Like,
It's
isn't
very
that why they're
nostalgia, yeah.
rebooting this?
Well,
Everything
they're
is just
they're already the
nostalgia.
stories. Like they're just redoing the stories and then changing them slightly.
So it's like
I
for
don't like that.
our age parents that have kids our age, this is because you're like, oh, I recognize this story, and then your kids watch it for
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
Which is huge right now in all entertainment.
I don't like that.
They
Is
play
the
towards
Remember Berries from South Park?
Yeah, like don't bring back Encyclopedia Brown. Don't bring back Ramona. Do something new and creative.
What about Hey Arnold?
But
Don't bring it back. Do something new and creative. It's like sitting in the car with my wife and she puts on Third Eye Blind again.
Rocco's Modern Life?
I can't. No.
people like nostalgia.
Leave them
And it's-
alone. They're dead. No, you
it's
can go
free
back and-
marketing,
You
too.
can go
Yeah,
enjoy it.
you already got a built-in audience,
Yeah,
and that's the
no.
reason why they do it.
I
They
hate
know
it.
they're going to get at least a couple people that have nostalgia that
I'm
want to see.
over it.
Let's see what you're going to do.
I'm rejecting nostalgia. I'm starting
You
to
don't like
reject
nostalgia?
it. It's too much. It's just too much. I can't do it anymore.
What's next?
And if Jelly Roll writes one more sad song about getting off drugs, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore.
what kind of drugs was he on?
Well, nothing that makes you skinny. I'll tell you that. You know, he's not on
was he
cocaine.
one guy?
He's not on the
meth?
heroin.
Was he
he's
on
not
meth?
on meth.
Was he on meth and he was just eating a lot at the same time?
it's really just weed.
I don't know.
Wipe your
And I
lip,
think he
man.
still
You
does
got a
that.
big old. You're
think he still
Aaron
does that.
Rodgers in here right now. You gonna eat your
He
booger
drinks,
too?
He drinks and smokes weed.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes you fat. I know.
Oh,
Keep going.
we
What
should
else?
give Tom some more alcohol so we get Fat Tom.
No,
back.
he won't
Yeah,
do it.
come on.
I told
What?
you,
He's gonna have a hamstring injury.
He keeps wishing for Fat Tom to come back, and I keep telling
Look
him
how
that's
much more
done.
fun in those old videos.
He's never
where he's
coming
Fat
back.
Tom.
He's never coming back. Fat Tom is dead.
He's only doing that so he
I-
stay alive for his
He's
kids.
dead.
That's the right
I
reason.
I get addicted to just exercise. And now I'll do anything for it.
You should see what he does before he goes running to me.
Is he gonna start sniffing the smelling salts like
I
Aaron
bought
Rodgers
some.
in a bottle?
I
Did
bought
you get
some.
them?
Yeah, I bought 2 kinds.
See, I hate those things. They used to do it in the locker room at Miami all the time right before the game.
I
Did
bought,
it work for you?
I never used it. I hated the smell.
Oh, pussy boy.
what was I gonna do? Get really excited and sit on the sideline?
You know what? I deserve that. You know what? I deserve
I'm right
that.
about
I
that.
deserve
Yeah.
that.
It-
I deserve,
Like,
hold
oh,
on.
you get hyped
Hold
up and
on.
do nothing.
I'll give you a blast. I deserve that.
I like when Frank Gore's like, that white boy's just sniffing smelling salts and sitting on the bench.
He's gonna lose it.
He sniffs and then he goes poop.
All right, what's next? EJ?
The next thing we got to talk about Venom: The Last Dance is going to come out Thursday in
All
the
right.
movies. Have you seen the first 2?
I have
I heard
not.
they're really good. Like
They're
from-
good.
from
Tom
pe-
Hardy is really good as Venom, as Eddie Brock.
And Venom is an alien form,
Yep.
right? And Venom has come from a different world. And then does Venom? Am I correct in thinking that Venom goes away? Like it doesn't. Because it's okay. I used to get confused by Venom when I was a young kid because they were doing the original Marvel heroes.
Secret
and,
Wars.
Yeah, and then they
That's what it was
made
from.
a Spider-Man, and then they made Venom. And
Yep.
I remember thinking that Venom was just the cool new Spider-Man that doesn't have a red and blue costume. It's just, but then it was more than that.
It was a black suit
yeah,
in
yeah.
Secret Wars that Spider-Man got, and then he found out it was a symbiote that was
Yes.
like basically feeding off of him, and he, with the help of the Fantastic Four, he got it off of him, and then it ended up on Eddie Brock, who was his rival at the Daily Bugle, and he was like Eddie Brock was like the bad reporter that would fake things to make a story.
Yeah, or the good reporter now because everybody does.
everything's
that.
fake,
You know,
yeah.
everybody's an Eddie Brock now.
What a stupid name for a newspaper.
The Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
Well, Bugles announced things.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, it's stupid.
That's your opinion from your
So
core.
it's Daily Planet for
Does it-
Superman's better.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, at least it's the planet.
Yeah.
Hey, the Daily Bugle. Stupid.
Hey,
That's not a
you were
little
talking
statement.
crap about J. Jonah Jameson. He will not have that. He will call you out.
That guy, number one thing I know by just looking at him profiling Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man, that man's racist.
Oh, for sure.
100%. You look at him and tell. You could look at him and tell. He ain't gonna like no Miles Morales. I'll tell you that right now. Get the hell out of my office.
And he'll use his media power
Yeah. Oh yeah.
to
It's a
influence
squash
the
up.
election.
Yeah, made him a menace. Yeah, somebody's a menace for sure.
All
Yeah.
right. What else you got, buddy? Keep moving.
The next one I got, we got to talk about the Epic Universe being opened. They announced it the same day as Disney noticed their premiere Lightning Pass. Did you see that?
No.
They did it the same day, like the same day that Disney announced that they were going to spend. You had to spend $400 to get the Lightning Lane.
Well,
At the
Tickets
same
are
day.
out of control for
It was
Disney.
ridiculous.
now you're eking into Manzan's bit.
Well, it is nerd stuff. Like Disney adults is definitely nerd adjacent.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So what date is the opening?
May 22nd, 2025 is when the new Epic Universe at Universal Studios, the one over by the Doo-Doo Factory on John Young Parkway
What's the doo-doo factory?
in Sand Lake. You know where that is? That's where it's off of.
It's like the water.
It's a water treatment,
sewage,
yeah.
Sewage goes to.
Yeah, it's right next to it, which I'm wondering how they're going to make sure it doesn't stink.
I'm sure they.
They've worked
just put
really
a Dr.
hard
Doom
at
on
it.
it. What are you gonna do? I guess you put a villain on it, right?
Yeah.
And you're like,
Just put
no,
some
you know what you
charcoal
do?
or
You know
make
what
it
you
the
do?
dark universe.
No.
Because that's one of the lands
You
there.
put a minion holding one of those fart blasters, and then you're like, and he's laughing and doing the,
Now,
the fart guns that the minions love.
But they don't have a Minions Land. They have like Harry Potter, they have Celestial Park, they have Super Nintendo Land, Ministry of Magic, and then the Isle of Burke.
Just make it like
For how to
Yoshi.
train
It's
your dragon.
Yoshi's pen.
I'm not going to tell them how to do business.
Okay.
But
Here it comes.
why did they have to pick such a hot date?
May
Yeah,
22nd.
yeah.
It's
Like,
grand
so
opening.
hot.
Could they?
August 1st.
Could they have?
on
you know,
the level of the sun.
rushed it up a little bit and at least get
Put
a
it in
March.
February, Make it a cold day. That'd be fantastic.
Well, they want to
some
get it.
spring.
They want to get it
April's
open as
not
fast
bad.
as humanly possible, right?
No, that's
Because
what
they
I'm
got to
saying.
justify these 40-foot Koopas that they've,
It seems like they landed in the peak summer heat, and that's miserable.
This
for
is
all
going
of
to
us.
be like just slammed, right?
Yes, like on Fridays when if you're an annual pass holder, you can buy 1-day pass to go there.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, they're just selling like 3-day packages you have to buy to go to the park.
I'm
Is
going
it-
to say something that's a hot take, but
Okay.
I'm glad that I think I'm through my theme park phase that we had as a family, and we really enjoyed going, especially when Maisie was younger.
Yep.
But now that she doesn't really have the interest anymore, I'm really glad I don't have to go out there and justify these crowds anymore. I enjoy going with my family, but I damn sure don't want to stand in a line for 3 hours just to ride some Yoshi Koopa Mario.
Now you're with me, but
Yeah, I am with
people
you.
love it though.
But
I'm
I went on
glad they love
Sunday.
it. I'm glad they love it.
I went on
This
Sunday
is-
and we rode Velocicoaster, and then we played with our wands in Harry Potter Land with the kids.
So you
That's
played
what
with
we
your
did.
penis in Harry Potter Land. You know what? You can leave
I
our
knew you
show
were
right
gonna
now.
do
You can
that.
leave our show right now. You're no different than Jared from Subway.
Did you wave it and move the
You had
teacup
to do
behind the...
Guardian Leviosa and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
God
Yeah,
damn, you're
my
50
daughter
years
loves it.
old.
She has
You're
a.
50 years old.
I don't do it. I was playing Pokemon Go while the kids were doing that.
Yeah, you're playing a
Yeah.
child's game
I'm
while
playing
your
a child's
children
game.
are playing an adult's game.
Is it a thing to be the first person
Yes.
that's ridden a ride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
And
there's
then
gonna be
they-
someone there that's camped
Yeah.
out to go
And
be
then
the first
they
one in
blog
the park.
about it. It's
Yeah.
going to be some unfortunate person, too.
but technically, some sort of employee has ridden the ride first.
I can
or
already
like
tell
Yeah.
this person fanny pack, mermaid hair, glasses, stupid shirt, stupid jeans.
A lot of buttons on their their bag.
Yeah, tons of You got Crocs on, gibbets galore. Oh, and she's gonna be chirping crazy because she's so excited. She'll ride it and get off. It'll be the best thing she's ever done. Straight to vlogging. I'm doing a vlog about the coaster. Oh, bleh.
And then that's their claim to fame.
Yeah.
Is like I
was the
rode
first one to
Yoshi,
ride it, yeah.
the
Yeah.
first person,
I'm the first Yoshi.
and then they put it on their the Reddit of their
first
theme
coaster
park.
rider.
Yeah.
Up front.
They'll buy the picture at the end for sure.
I'm jealous that makes people happy. Seems like such an easy thing to do. I'm searching my whole life for
That's the
anything.
thing. That's the
At
thing. It is
least he
absolutely
knows.
not
That's
easy,
kinda
dude.
good.
It is absolutely not easy to be the first one there. No,
Well,
these
yeah,
people
no,
work their asses
Yeah.
off.
Well, I know
that
you-
person will be up at 3:30
gotta
packing
plan.
You
Okay,
pack
well,
a sensible turkey sandwich.
I could do that. Like to be happy, you have a.
But this won't make you happy.
No,
This
that
will
won't
not
make you happy.
No,
No.
it won't make me happy. That's what I'm saying. But I'm glad that they found what makes them happy.
Sometimes I don't even think it makes them happy.
Well, I don't either. I think they do it because they're crazy. Just crazy people doing crazy things.
But everyone's that crazy if you really break it down. Because like I'm going to the UM Florida State game this weekend.
I'm going to.
I'm having a problem.
You're living in the past.
I know. I'm going because I can only get one ticket, so I can't go with anyone. And I'm trying to figure out how to.
Because you don't have any friends.
I'm trying to do the Bright Line, is what I'm trying to do, but there's not a train that comes back that
Oh,
night.
you riding the Bright Line with one ticket? This looks like somebody's going to say, "Where are your parents, sir?" They got some big for nothing on the Bright Line. Excuse me, sir. Be careful when you approach him. He's got super strength.
This racist correctional officer going down to Miami.
Isn't that the Australian racist murderer Chopper? Have you ever seen the movie Chopper?
Yeah.
You look like Chopper. You look like the Australian
As long as you're not saying I'm
racist
Sling Blade, that's
killer
fine.
Chopper.
So you ride down the Bright Line by yourself
Yeah.
to attend.
In a tight polo. You put a-
UM polo.
I was supposed to wear orange. I might have to
Just-
get. I might have to get a new shirt this
just for
weekend.
Ed Reed to bully you.
Oh, for sure.
Ed
Say he
Reed-
doesn't know who I am, like he did Ken Miller.
Hey, is he?
Who you talking about?
He did do that. Ken Miller.
Ken Miller definitely called me out saying that Ed Reed didn't know who I was.
That's true.
I had to take a picture with him to make sure, like, yes, I was on the team with you.
Well, I know
Ken
he
Miller
didn't know
asked
who you
Ed
were.
Reed, he goes, "Do you know Enos Crafton?" And he's like, "Hell no."
Well, was that even a question?
Yes.
You thought he remembered you?
Dude, I went against him every day on the practice squad. I was on the scout team, and
You a
he used to
forgettable ass cracker.
he used to hit me every day.
That's like one of Daniel's interns from the 90s.
I know
Yes,
all of
you
them.
remember them.
I know all of
Chungus
them.
Speak Among Us,
No,
you definitely
I know all
remember.
of them.
No,
Hot
no, no,
Rod,
you-
Lumpy,
no.
Smoky Giant,
Yeah, no.
Tom,
Listen, Ed Reed.
Poopo, Whopper
Apple
Jr.
Annie, you missed.
That wasn't my intern.
She was an intern, yeah.
Ed Reed remembers Kellen Winslow because they used to go out together. You know what they do.
No, I don't think he went out with Kellen Winslow for
Nah,
sure. You're gonna get in trouble with
But
that.
he's not going to remember. Like, Daniel doesn't remember the interns that we didn't give a funny name to because
I
then
know.
no one cares.
I don't. Lumpy was one of my favorites. Lumpy said that he put all the fiber optics in the Pentagon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Lumpy the intern said that he was like, you know, the fiber optics of the Pentagon, you know how they communicate there? I did all that. And I go, what is? He goes, they got a drop down. He said they got a drop down in the Pentagon. That you put all the fiber optics inside. I'm not kidding. That's a real.
That's what he really
Yeah,
told
he
you, but
also
is that a
said-
true story?
He also said his secondary follow-up story to that was that his brother-in-law was the fiddle player in the Steve Miller Band.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't think there is a fiddle player in the Steve Miller Band.
Yeah, the radio station interns are crazy like the theme park.
Yeah, he was also older. He was an older intern. Like he was.
Oh,
a-
yeah.
I had a
That's the
lot
sad
of older.
ones.
I had a lot of sad older interns.
You're
You know the saddest intern to have?
Oh no.
Old lady. When you have an old lady, my wife. I wonder if I could get Andrea to tell. My wife had an old intern that started to resent her. Because
Oh,
my
at
wife,
Magic?
Yeah, at Magic.
Oh,
my wife used to work. I hope I can tell this. My wife used to work at
doesn't
Magic.
matter now.
107.7, and she had an old intern. I mean, this lady was like my age now. But she was like an intern, and then the lady started like conspiring against her, and then started gaslighting the host of the show, Leslie, and the other guy at the time, and telling her like she didn't set up the studio. When I got here, nothing was done.
Oh, I like
She
that.
was going there, like
Yeah, I
tearing
like
all-
those
like, so
interns.
Andrea would get there and set up the studio, and then the old intern would come and tear everything apart and be like, "Look at her, she's wild."
I like that.
Trying to get her job.
Yeah, that's how you get ahead in
Yes.
the radio
Trying
business.
to get her
Cutthroat,
job.
for
Is my
sure.
wife in there? I'm pretty sure I just unlocked the memory. Anyway, all right, we got to get out of here.
EJ, got anything to plug?
Come watch me on Twitch. EJ
Of course you
_
don't.
Chungus. Yeah. Come watch me. I play. Last night I read my daughter a bedtime story while I was doing the stream. I read Room on the Broom.
Don't do that.
Why not?
Don't
I
do
can
that.
read.
No,
Tom,
blur,
I would
blur
love
face. The internet's a
Tom.
horrible
Please Twitch reading a bedtime story to your kids.
place. No,
I don't
we're,
do that.
we're out of that game.
I haven't done that
Yeah,
in
we're out of that. What do you think? I'm Marlon
Hey,
Wayans
What, you
gonna put
don't
a
care
dress
about your
on?
kids? I love my daughter.
What do you
and
think? I'm a
son.
black actor. You're gonna make me wear a dress? You're gonna try to
Yes.
demoralize
You're
me in
gonna be
front
my
of
Terry
everybody?
Crews for sure.
I'm not doing that. You sucker.
All right, we will be right back.
Awesome.
That's funny.
Buddy. That is
Tuesday, 1 and 2.
Tuesday, 1 and 2.
That shit's funny.
Now the question is, do I go back to work or do I just go pick up my kids?
Well, you're on the stream still, so unless you want me to turn it off. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Bye, guys. We're going to turn this off so I can let this computer kind of chill out a little bit. It's acting a little funny. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We hope